Martin Luther King Day. It is the 35th anniversary of this holiday. And because of the holiday, I thought we'd share some information about him. He's actually considered an American leader as well as an American hero. One of the things some of these quotes I have is one, he said, "The time is always right to do what is right," which means that you should always try to do the right thing no matter where you are or what you're doing. And he had a quote that is actually my favorite, and it says, "I have a dream that my 4 children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character." And that means he wanted a day where everybody's children, which is everyone, will be judged by what's in their minds and in their hearts more than anything else. Let's begin. In the year 1929, 15th of January, someone was born to change history. Peaceful stands for rights was what brought him fame, and Martin Luther King Jr. was his name. Though slavery ended in 1865, unfair treatment was still alive. No first come, no first served, no rights to vote, be elected, and heard. Can't go here, can't sit there. And it was dangerous if you even did. So you see, even though slavery did end at one point, there were other ways that people tried to keep Americans separated. Sometimes it was the bathroom, sometimes it was the fountain they drank from, sometimes it was the theater they went to. But at age 26, King came to be the leader of SCLC. They acted with no force, but only to do what was correct, not break walls or bodies, but show they deserved respect. They read at libraries, stood at movies, knelt at churches, sat in eateries, marched with signs, and chased away what we take for granted today. So you see, as a leader, he tried to have people come in and show what they deserved and that they were ready for it, that everyone should be treated fairly. King spoke of what civil rights means. Ever heard of the speech, "I have a dream"? Civil means happening between citizens of the same country, and rights are legal freedoms of ability. King worked for every race, gender, color, and creed for fair chances at happiness, which we all need. He did a speech in Washington, D.C., and that is the name of the speech, "I have a dream." And look at all these different people. There was like millions of people out there, thousands. They all came to hear him speak. He also spoke with Malcolm X. He spoke with JFK, who was a former president. He supported Rosa Parks when she wouldn't give her seat away. When she was dragged off the bus, she wouldn't talk, but those who supported her decided to walk. When the people on the bus wouldn't let her sit where she wanted, and they punished her for it, a lot of people decided not to take the buses anymore, to show that they didn't like what happened. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 made way for all Americans and opened doors. Fairness to the whole public was the decision. No matter race, color, creed, gender, religion, no matter where you came from, you had rights here, and those closed doors began to disappear. Though King led this with not a gun at his side, many did not want this dream to survive. In 1968, he was taken by violence, but now his memory will never be silenced. So even though he did fight in his own way for civil rights, he never used violence to do it. And he made great headway. And there were people who just didn't want that to happen. So he was taken by violence. This what you see right here is his gravestone and his wife's gravestone. They're buried next to each other in their museum. His statue is in Washington, D.C. Like many fine leaders in history, his home and church are museums too. Humble beginnings and great dreams of an American dream come true. So I hope you enjoyed that and that you learned something new. Sometimes we have these holidays and we don't know who they're based on or what they did. And we should always learn from the past. It's how we don't repeat mistakes in the future. So I hope you remember, or at least give a thought to the person who the holiday is named after. Don't forget to wear your mask, wash your hands, and withdraw 6 feet and maintain distance. Take care. Hope to see you soon. Bye from Wicker.